Yo, what's up? Max here. I'm sitting here with our head strategy coach Nikita, and in this video we'll be showing you 5 niches that will make you rich in 2019, 2020. So if you like money, if you like being free, being your own boss, and if you like giving value, then this video is for you. Pay attention.
Have you ever wondered whether there's more to life than a boring dead-end 9-to-5 job? Have you ever dreamed about breaking free, traveling the world, making good money, and just enjoying life? No more office dress code, no morning commute, no boss. This channel is for you, so here's to your freedom.
First and foremost, first niche on our little list, sales. Sales niche. If you have some sort of sales skills, especially you've worked as a salesperson in a company, you have several years of experience, you have experience with writing sales scripts that work, anything along those lines.
Well, like a lot of people who work as a sales agent, insurance agent, you sold some kind of insurances or what kind of other products, maybe just in the store,
Absolutely. You can literally now make yourself self-employed as an online coach or online service provider in the sales niche. So
imagine what kind of world you could open to somebody who has never sold something in their life before. Yeah.
Absolutely. You can offer your service. You can offer your coaching to small companies, big companies, or even just to sales teams and say, yo, I'm going to come in with my experience. I'm going to tell you, or I'm going to help you teach your team sales, and you can make tons of money from that. So again, if you're currently a salesperson, you're employed at a company and you're like, I don't want to be reliant on that company anymore. I want to do my own thing, become my own boss. Sales niche is the way to go for you. Similarly to that, marketing, that's the next niche. So obviously, if you are experienced in any sort of marketing strategy building, you have marketed a product already, you've marketed certain businesses already, you can make yourself an online coach, an online service provider, online consultant with your expertise.
For sure. I mean, if you ever Google how to make money online, you probably learned something from marketing, when it comes to niche pages, drop shipping, what else is out there, affiliate marketing,
Absolutely.
Build websites, whatever. I think something you learned there for sure.
Absolutely. We currently have a client in our program who's teaching a specific type of niche business, the small local businesses, that are living around where he lives, and he says, I'm going to help these people create a web presence, right, with social media, and I'm getting XYZ amount of money, making 4 to 5 figures a month very easily, and then later on he's able to scale that up. And what you got to understand is we're talking about these skills, about these niches, but in a way that we say, if you have experience in that already, obviously if you do, that's amazing, but also nothing keeps you from getting experience in that and from learning about that. Like you just mentioned, love what you said there. You Google that, you Google how to do sales, you Google how to do marketing, you learn that, you acquire the skills of that, and you can make yourself an online coach.
I mean, literally all the knowledge out there is on YouTube. Hey, how do I build a website? How do I create a drop shipping store or whatever? How do I create ads or whatever? I mean, all the videos and tutorials are out there.
Absolutely, it's all out there. Similarly to the third niche I want to share here with you, and that is copywriting. Okay, if you're good at copywriting, you've written copy successfully before, maybe for a friend's business, maybe semi-professionally, maybe within a company, there's your time to shine as a successful online coach, online service provider. I know a friend of mine, that was very interesting because what he did was he had no experience in sales copywriting, and what he did was he literally locked himself in his room a whole summer and he looked at the best converting copies that he could have lay his hands on, and he just studied these copies, started developing his own style of copywriting just based on these very successful copies that he found, and then started getting hired for his first copywriting job, and then he did more, and then he did more, and he got paid in commission. And it's crazy because nowadays that guy lives completely freely, does whatever the hell he wants, and he's still getting paid commissions from all these copies that he wrote. That is really amazing. So as a copywriter, you can just say, like, you know what? Obviously, you can pay me a flat fee. You can pay me a flat premium fee, 4 to 5 figures, so I'll write your copy. Or you say, you know what? Just pay me 10% of what my copy brings in. Yeah. And the crazy thing is that stuff stacks up like crazy. And if that copy is online for years, you just continuously for years get money from that. Really, really amazing. Very similar to that next niche, paid advertising. Paid advertising meaning any sort of ads. You have experience in running Facebook ads. You have experience in running Google ads, YouTube ads. Whatever ads it is, banner ads are still huge. If you have experience in that, if you did that for a company or you did that yourself, or you did drop shipping for a couple months, having experience in Facebook ads, and then, you lost the business because drop shipping is a very stupid idea to do. At least you have the experience in running Facebook ads.
Exactly.
And now you can make yourself self-employed as an online coach, online consultant, or even just service provider online for Facebook ads. You can you can go to businesses. Obviously here you'd have to niche yourself down. You go to certain types of businesses that are bad with running ads. These are usually, and I'm literally sharing some pretty cool stuff here with you. You can literally pick niches that are, how would you say that? Not very experienced in running ads online. These are usually older niches, financial advisors, tax consultants, lawyers. There's a lot of, 40, 50, 60-year-olds out there that are completely reliant of anything offline, and you can come in there with your expertise and, let's say, for example, Facebook ads, and can say, I'm going to help you generate clients online with this magical thing called Facebook ads. And there's so many loaded, lawyers out there, dentists, doctors.
I think Jason, he works with gym owners.
Exactly, he works with gym owners. There's just so many classic business people out there that are absolutely experienced in offline stuff, but you come in as the young consultant in there, and then you say, this thing called Facebook ads. For them, it's this crazy outlandish world, like Facebook ads, I don't have time to consider that. And you're like, well, I'll set it up for you. Yep. This is my flat fee, or you can pay me in commission. You can say, okay, for the first month, I'll do the ads for free. And if I don't make you any money, don't pay me. But usually you do make them tons of money, and then they're so happy. And then you say, all right, let's set up let's agree on a flat fee per month, flat fee per year, whatsoever. And then again, you can easily make 5 to 6 figures a month with any of these niches.
For sure.
Right? And if you say 5, 6 figures sounds too good to be true, all right, start with 4 to 5 figures. That is definitely true. And we talked about this earlier off camera. With these 5 niches, in order to not make money, you literally have to beat money with a stick, right? That's like our metaphor to go. In order to not make money with these niches, take the money, put it in a bucket, beat it with a stick, throw flammable objects in there. That's how to not make money in these types of niches. And then, paid advertising. And then last but not least, web design and funnels, right? You mentioned it before. You know how to build websites, you know how to build funnels, you know how to set up these types of online presences, online websites, and connect them. There's so many people out there for whom this is the easiest thing in the world. Yep. And the crazy thing is here, pay attention if you're watching this. You often fall into the trap of saying, that's very easy. You're saying it's easy in general because it's easy for you. But that's not even true. Just because it's easy for you doesn't mean that's easy in general. There's tons of people out there that wouldn't pay tons of money for that. They would be very happy to pay 4 figures for one project, sometimes even 5 figures for one project, building one website, building one funnel, etc. And like you said, it's easily learnable. Yep. This is something that is very, very technical. You don't need a lot of real life experience in order to build a website. You can literally attain that knowledge just locking yourself in for a couple of weeks and learning how to build a website.
Not even weeks, literally hours and days.
Even better. So building a website, building a funnel for a company, for entrepreneurs, etc. Again, here, niche yourself down into the right direction. Find a niche that has buying power, etc. This is stuff that we teach in our mentoring programs as well. How to niche yourself correctly, how to find the right market, and how to find your target audience, communicate to your target audience, and position yourself correctly. Because sure, these 5 niches are absolutely amazing, but you still need to know how to operate within these niches, because otherwise you're going to go into the wrong direction and it's not going to work out, and you're going to waste a bunch of your time and your energy, and you don't want to do that. Now, here's the big question that Nikita and I want to answer here, and that is why? Why are these 5 niches so good? Why did we pick out these 5 niches for online consulting or online service providing? The answer is simple. We kind of mentioned it before. There's still so many businesses out there that are successful offline, that are making, they're 6, 7, sometimes even 8 figures a month completely offline. And they're usually run by, I don't want to say elderly people because it's almost a little too old, but they're usually run by people that know business, that know opportunity, that know how to invest in themselves, that happen to invest, but they have little to no experience online because it just kind of went over their head, the internet and stuff like that. It all happened so fast. And what is the Instagram? And I just started getting an iPhone and this is weird. And there's 2 cameras, So you come in with your expertise and you can basically say look, what you've done offline I can help you do online. So you literally get, more leads, you make more revenue, more profit, et cetera, et cetera. And there's just gigantic opportunity for you to give these people value. And the moment they see, hey, there's value to be held, I'm super happy to pay to invest into that. And again, like with all these 5 niches here, you're primarily targeting businesses, entrepreneurs, or business owners. And what do these people all have in common? They all understand the value of investing. Because if you have a business, you understand the value of investing in mentors, you understand the value of investing in certain ads, advertisements, campaigns, etc. And this is a very, very good niche, a very good target audience that you can target. And like I said, super easy to do if you know how. And I highly recommend that, yeah.
What if you say, hey, there are big providers out there that do that already? Yeah, you think, hey, is it good or bad now? Of course, it's good, yeah, because if there are tons of people already doing that out there, it means there's a market for that.
Yeah, absolutely, exactly. Like we get that excuse so many times that there's people like, oh, but someone does that already, like, no, you don't have to be the first one to do that. You don't have to reinvent the wheel and be the next Zuckerberg. No, like, again, like, there's always 2 mindsets that you can approach this from. You can approach this from the scarcity mindset, like, oh, there's people doing that already, scarcity. Or you come from an abundance mindset, which is the true mindset to have, saying, well, if there's people out there making money already, that means that there is money in the market is ready, there's people willing to pay money, so I could just get into this, I can jump on that bandwagon, if you will. And again, you don't need to be the best, you don't need to be the top 10, you can be under the top 10,000. You're still gonna make your 4 to 5, sometimes even 6 figures a month.
Yeah, and actually I also know tons of people, that are in the market, but they probably have no idea how to position themselves, how to have their own unique selling points, how you have the right niche or whatever. And if you know how to do that, you're gonna be, of course, better than everybody else.
Absolutely.
Because literally in the fitness niche, which is everybody says, hey, there's so many people, makes no sense to go in there, too many people, whatever, right? Actually, I don't even know a handful of people that are doing it there the right way.
Yeah, who was that guy who is verified on Instagram, has like hundreds of thousands of followers, and he wanted to become
half a million on YouTube.
500,000 on YouTube. Again, more power to him, but he made very little money. How much was it that it turns out he made?
Yeah, it ranges from 4 to 6K a month.
4 to 6K a month, and like he wanted to work with us, and we're asking like, oh, cool. So you have all this, you're verified, you look super amazing, just social media wise, like. All right, how much are you making? You must be doing very well. And he's like, oh, 4 to 6K. And we have clients that are completely unknown, that have not even a social media presence, making more than that. And we're like, oh, this is shocking. It's always shocking to kind of see that. And the next point too, the next excuse too, to kind of build upon what you just said is, oh, but I'm not a 10 out of 10 expert on that. Again, people think they have to, have made like $1 billion already in ad spend and stuff like that, and need to be a 10 out of 10 expert on that. But again, that's not true. Like, I always say it like that. You just need to be 2 to 3, 4 to 5 steps ahead of the average person. So if nothing keeps you from learning while you're doing it already. Nothing keeps you from getting a client, learning from that experience as you go. By all means, charge that first client less. Do it for free in the beginning as a test client and learn along the lines. Learn as you go. That's really, really key. Like, again, do you know more than the average offline business owner that, again, like has a gym, right, and hasn't done anything online, and you come in and you say, well, I did do Facebook ads at some point, I can help you doing that. Do you know more than that person that hasn't done it? Yes. So you're good to go. And again, nothing keeps you from learning that as you go.
Sure, and that's actually also the problem most people have here, because most people think they're not ready yet to coach someone, to provide a service, to consult somebody. They think they have to learn this first, right? But if you really think about it, I mean, every successful coach, consultant, or service provider out there at some point had their first clients. Right?
Absolutely.
And the only way you can learn, as you just said, is simply just learning by doing. That's all it is.
Exactly, learning by doing, and to build upon that, people always say, but I don't have a certificate in that. I need a coaching certificate, or like I need to be a certified marketer or certified copywriter, if that even exists. No, you don't, okay? Because at the end of the day, all that clients care about is real life results, all right? They don't care if you have a theoretical freaking certificate that hangs behind the wall. I don't have a certificate, yet I learned how to make a couple $1 million in my first business, and now I'm helping people do the same. You know, I didn't go to any business school whatsoever. I didn't even attend a single business course. I had proper mentors, and I started doing it. That's the important thing. I started doing it. Like you said, no matter how successful the coach or service provider is, they had a first client at some point. And again, like, you'll learn so much. And I never stopped learning either. Like, I still learn from every single client that I have now. And the moment I stop learning is the very moment I die. So you got to understand that, no, you don't need to have a certificate. People don't care. People care about real life results that you can bring them. That really is it, right? So now we've shared these 5 niches with you that can make you 4 to 5 figures, 5 to 6 figures a month very easily. We've shown you why this is important, why you can bring in tremendous value to businesses with these niches. And we've also shown you that it's actually easier than you might think to get into that market and to start making money. It is important, though, to really note that if you don't do that, the opportunity is going to be gone. And the opportunity is there right now. Online coaching is the simplest thing to do nowadays, because you can reach clients all over the world. You can teach them, right? You can provide your services all over the world. All you need is a phone and a laptop and a free Wi-Fi. You can do all of that being completely location independent, being completely time independent. The opportunity is there, and it won't be there forever. I mentioned it before. It is very easy to get into that. That's both a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing because everybody can do that. It's a bad thing because, well, everybody can do that. So there's a lot of schmucks out there who have positioned themselves wrongly and they're not doing it right. So if you know how to do it right, it's easier to climb up. So it might be a bad thing in general that everybody can do it, but it's a good thing for you if you do it right, because you can penetrate the market and you can learn how to dominate it a little more and a little more day by day, month by month. But at the end of the day, it comes to you and taking action now, right? You've been watching this video until this point now. You've probably titillated your brain a little bit, thinking about the opportunities. Oh, okay, I could do the sales, I could do the marketing, I could do the copywriting, whatever it is. You're still watching this, which means somewhere within you, you're hyped about the idea of being free yourself. You're hyped about the idea of, you know, having fun in life, being able to travel the world, being your own boss, making 4 to 5, 5 to 6 figures a month. You're hyped about that. Now, don't let that hype feeling die down. You need to take action. And a great way to take action is you can literally jump on a free consultation call, either with him or with me or with someone from my team. And the cool thing is, on that free consultation call, we'll basically be looking at your situation and we'll develop a step-by-step plan for you to break free from that 9-to-5 rat race and become your own boss with one of these niches or with another niche in online consulting, online service providing. And all you have to do in order to do that is you click the link down in the description below. Maybe we'll have the link appear somewhere here right now as well. Click on that link. It brings you to a page. Read what's on that page, because that's really important information for you to get started. And then at the bottom of that page, there's a little application. You fill that out. It takes you a minute, like a minute or two. If you fill that out, that way you can book the exact date and time where you want us to call you, and then we'll get you started. That call is entirely for free. There's no hidden cost whatsoever, even if it's an international call. Don't worry about that. And yeah, we'll get you started. So if you have a skill in one of these 5 niches already, or in a completely other niche, we can help you. We can help you make money. If you're already making money, we can help you scale, make even more. But also, if you're not quite sure what it is yet, you say, you know, these niches here sound pretty good, or a completely other niche, I'm not 100% sure if I have any skill at all, still give us a call, because Nikita and I, we can literally analyze your skills on that call, and we can tell you what exact model is the right fit for you. Important, you gotta take action. All right. If the link still works, by the way, it means we have spots open. Those spots fill up fairly quickly now that the channel is kind of picking up a little bit. So make sure to take action as soon as you can. And yeah, maybe talk to you very, very soon. You have anything else to say, Nikita?
Talk soon. See you on the call.
See you on the call. We're going to go back to work. Thank you so much, and GG.